I have this little problem, and it's that I tend to think that people are talking about me behind my back. It's totally paranoid, it's totally ridiculous, and I wanted to know if I was alone. So on Twitter, I decided to set up a little poll where we asked our followers if they agreed with the following statement. I often think people are talking about me behind my back. True or false? So 30% of you said true, 70% of you said false. So there's a third of you out there who, like me, also have this paranoia. The question is there any science to this?
So I wanted to give you some of the science behind this phenomenon. It turns out gossiping is in our genes. 30% of people like me are paranoid and have good reason to be. Researchers estimate that anywhere from 65% to 80% of conversations are gossip. Those statistics are based on the percentage of conversations that we have about people, both positive and negative. And this is because as social creatures, we tend to focus a lot of our attention on other people. We want to make sure that people like us. And this is actually a survival mechanism. When we were first in Caveman Days, we needed other people to survive. We had to have, a division of labor. Some people were hunting and gathering, other people were raising the children, other people were cooking the dinner. And so it was actually important for us to make sure that we were well liked. So we have this fear or worry that people are talking about us as a way to make sure that we are in the group, that we're still going to be supported by our community. I actually think this is not such a bad thing. When I learned this, it made me feel not so bad about my worry because I realized that my worry was actually my desire to stay safe, my desire to be a part of the community that keeps me alive. So if you get worried about people who are talking about you behind your back, just remember that that's a way that your body and brain keeps you safe because we have to have a community to survive. And one more reason that researchers believe people love to talk about others behind their back and why we worry about it is that it helps us understand and decode people's behavior. Telling stories about other people while speculating or trying to fill in the blanks of their actions helps us try to make sense of people we know and our social circles. So in a way, thinking about people or talking about people behind their back is a way of just trying to better understand them. And again, this made me feel a lot better when I read this science because I realized my way of thinking about people wasn't necessarily a worry, it was just a warm-up. It was a way that I practiced thinking about relationships and relationship dynamics. So my final bottom line for this video is if you worry about what people say about you, it might not be such a bad thing. It means 1, you're warming up for your interactions, 2, you're trying to stay safe. And lastly, maybe you're in tune or empathizing with the people around you, which is a level of warmth and kindness.
Do you want to play along with our Twitter polls? Be sure to join us on Twitter. Follow me at VVanEdwards to vote every week on the polls that we put up.